Remember when they hate, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you, and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself and look at me, look at me. You made it.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? So today we're about to be heading to our boy White Aaron's and we're about to be finishing up the G62. For those that don't know what the G62 is, that is my LS3 swap G35 Sedan. So today is the day that we should be bringing this thing home. Aaron's about to be buttoning it up and finishing up the last little things that need to be done, which consist of the valve covers, wiring in the flex fuel sensor, finishing up the shifter setup, and then just pretty much buttoning everything back up. So realistically, the car should be coming home today. We're also gonna be going to Sacramento. We're gonna be going to our boy Jay's, and we're about to be picking up the fresh bumper. Finally got a new bumper for this thing. It's all clean painted, no cracks, no chips, no dents, no broken brackets, none of that. So this is pretty much it, man. This is gonna be kind of like what the G35 is gonna look like. You know, I've been going back and forth between if I'm gonna do the wide body or not, and I decided to not do the wide body just because the stock body looks so fucking clean. And I just love how simple and clean this thing looks. It's super quiet. It doesn't sound like it has the LS in it. When you look into the engine bay, it looks factory. So I kind of want to really just keep that stock sleeper vibe and just have something that's just like, all right, it has AC, all the amenities that I need to have like a four-door car to put my daughter in, go to meets and just chill with. So instead of going the extreme, which I normally do and wide body and everything, I'm going to be keeping this car stock body, at least for now. Let's get ready to head out, head to our boy White Aaron's and get on with the day. Got the green turbo notch right here, looking mighty spiffy. And then we got the supercharged ACR Viper, also looking mighty spiffy. And then the best build of all in the garage, man. We got the motherfucking drift trike. All right, let's get up out of here. All right, we just pulling up to White Aaron's. We got Dan, the motherfucking man right here. Ooh, all this creamy white.
You like that?
I wish this thing makes some noise.
It does. It makes that little airplane sound.
The Jetsons mobile?
Yeah, that's the only sound it needs.
Kids these days are too young to know what the Jetsons is.
Good morning, good morning.
What's up?
Here's your new this versus that.
I know. Is it on?
This verse, is it on?
Is it on?
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Rev it. Jesus! That shit left like me when she said her dad wasn't home. All right, so here we are with the sexy ass G62. I'm gonna pull these badges off.
Hey, somebody in the comments was like, you should put like a G62.
I was looking for them.
Hell yeah.
There's a Suzuki vehicle that says G62, but I can't find the badges.
Oh, that sucks.
So I've been looking for them, but.
Hey, they're out there, bro.
All right, so we're gonna be cleaning this thing up a little more, you know what I'm saying? We got the, hold on, flip it. Ooh, we got the Hollies.
Yeah, baby.
These ain't the eBays, these are the actual Hollies.
They're real. Ooh, it's gonna look good.
I mean, the Hollies are still eBays, just stamped. But
It says Holly.
we're gonna be swapping these things on here just to clean it up a little bit. These are slightly taller, but it gets rid of the coil pack brackets. So instead of having the brackets and stuff, see this big ass piece and just cluttered. With the Hollies, it gets rid of it. Coil packs bolt directly to the valve covers.
Like mine.
Yeah, same, like similar to Aaron. So you see how this looks? Take a visual of these brackets. There you go.
Still looks factory. It looks like it's meant to be there, but there's just not a whole bunch of
It's funny how we keep saying it looks factory for factory when it's like the furthest from factory swap you could do.
Right? Well, oh well.
All stock, officer.
It is all stock.
All right, so good thing we did pull these valve covers off, because if you look right there on these rockers, they do not have the trunnion upgrade. The trunnion upgrade actually locks that out. That way the needle bearings inside the rocker don't fall out and end up in your motor. So if you have a LS3 with a cam, always always do the training upgrade. Shit, even if you have a stock one, I'd recommend it, especially if you're gonna be revving and beating on it. Yeah. This shit will cost you a motor. So I'm gonna be looking to get some rocker upgrades with the trillions all situated. Are yours none of yours?
No.
We gotta pull your valve cover off, bro.
I got it, put it in, and now I beat on it.
Yeah. Might want to check that out. And there it is. New valve covers on. Wires all tucked away. Looking mighty spiffy, I must say. Looking good. Much better.
We took good and made it great.
Greater.
Greater.
Man, I was gonna take the boat out today, but you know what I'm saying, the water's a little choppy out here in these areas. Good.
I just want to make sure like all the grommets are leaking and all the way around. I think we're good.
I love how quiet this thing sounds, but it like chops hella good. It's like odd. This thing is super choppy. So for somebody that was in the comments also I want to address, they were like, oh, this will be hella sick with dual exhaust. Well, this is actually a true dual exhaust setup. This is one of the few exhausts that actually doesn't Y into a single exhaust. This actually has an X pipe in there, and it's a full 2.5. I would like it been a 3-inch, but you know, 2.5 for off-the-shelf exhaust versus having to, you know, go out and make a custom exhaust. I can't complain, and it sounds good. It's quiet like I wanted it to. Let's see if I can get under here and show y'all. Gotta flip the camera real quick. See that? One of the few. Chop, 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 chop. All right, so now that we know there's no leaks, everything is good. We're about to be heading out to SAC, and we're going to be picking up the new bumper along with the little exhaust bracket to get this exhaust all secured up. Pretty much home stretch for this thing, damn near.
Not damn near. It's a home stretch. It's the home stretch.
All right, people, so we got a little dilemma. We was actually getting ready to leave to go pick up the bumper and everything, and we literally got to the point where Aaron was closing the garage and it decided to completely break. Like, caved in on itself, cable unraveled, all kind of stuff right now. So currently waiting for his landlord. She's sending somebody over here to check this thing out. Look at this thing, it is buckled. So once they get here, check this out, then we're gonna be heading out. But right now, Aaron's gonna be pulling the G and everything out of the garage, just in case this thing decides to completely fall off the track, you know, and won't destroy and give us a salvage title on the G35.
Hey, but whoever was in the comments was right. Like, it's gonna fall in on itself if we're not careful.
Yeah, well, they jinxed it.
I know. Yeah,
block that person in the comments.
Right? Yeah.
Thanks whoever said that in Aaron's comments. Look what you did. Spoke it into existence.
Right.
We just pulling up here to the body shop.
Look at this thing.
Woof.
Beautiful.
With that new lip. Man painted that thing with the satin. Look at him.
See if this thing fits in the back seat of the truck.
Oh yeah, final touch. Pulled this off my other bumper.
great. Now it looks used.
Man, it's the same color.
No, I'm saying because of a little scratch mark.
Oh well. Is it gonna fit in here? If it fits in here, this is a big ass truck.
It is a big ass truck.
This is a reach if it fits. It does. This is a big ass truck. Useful.
White boy truck.
All right, so this little cover right here is gonna be the front timing cover for the LS3. That's gonna be going in the 6.4. You guys know that I had my man Ray assemble that motor setup. But since we're gonna be going twin turbos now, we're gonna be needing this front cover. That way we have a return setup for the twins. So since everything is already black on that motor, I'm gonna have Jay paint this. And every time I come here, you always acting like you working.
Working.
I notice every time I come in here, all of a sudden he wants to be wet sanding and blocking. As soon as I leave, all right, we back to the golf cart. What's good?
How you doing? Good, chilling, man.
Man, what you out here with the fancy shit?
Oh man, you know,
Bro, I was like, yo, you gotta show Mike that.
I don't need that.
I gotta see it. I gotta see the screen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, you got, look right here. It's a little screen right there, baby. All right, man, y'all can see my man got space in here now. Looks like he done cleaned a lot of stuff out and moved some stuff around. You can actually walk around and wiggle through here. We got the SC right here. Alright, what's good, my peeps? It is day 2. You guys seen that Aaron's garage had some catastrophic failure to it, so we had to wait for the people to fix that up. But today we're about to be heading back to Aaron's, and we're about to be doing a few other things to the G35, aka the SSG, the G62. But yeah, we are making changes to that thing. Y'all gonna see those changes today and the new additions and parts that we're gonna be throwing on here. So with no further ado, let's jump in the car and let's get to our boy White Aaron's and continue on with the G62. I hope my neighbors didn't hear that. Why, hello there, Grams.
Hello.
I need you for some assistance.
What?
I'm about to do a transition, all right?
Yeah, who?
A transition.
On what?
You'll see. Turn around real quick. Just turn. Just turn. Turn. Go ahead. Don't fall. You're gonna make the transition bad. All right. So what I'm about to do for this transition, because I'm about to be going to White Aaron's. No, go. Turn back this way, so I can see your head. I'm about to be transferring from here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use your booty.
Oh, right out of my butt.
Watch when you see whose butt it was in before I got here.
Oh, great.
All right, man, so we're here, continuation, day 2. So if you watched the last video where I gave you guys an update on the 6.4, you guys know that we are going to be swapping out the factory style LS3 intake manifold and putting this big dad right here on. So this is actually a ported LS3 intake manifold, ported throttle body. This thing showed good results when I did back-to-back dyno comparisons when it was on my 350Z. I literally picked up, it was, I want to say 18 horsepower or 15 horsepower and 18 torque or something like that. So it did definitely make a difference over the factory intake. So this intake right here is literally the only intake manifold on the market that makes more horsepower and more torque than the factory style intake manifold. Every single other intake manifold, you drop off torque and pick up peak power, I want to say like after like 6,000 RPMs or so. So, you know, the trade-off of losing like 30 to 40 foot-pounds of torque to make up 30 horsepower up top for a small RPM range ain't really worth it. So that's why you don't see like Atomic, they don't make an LS3 style intake manifold just because they couldn't get it to flow better than the factory setup. So
hey, and y'all already know he's just doing it until he puts the supercharger on it.
I'm trying to keep this NA. You see I didn't put the Y body on?
He said trying to keep
You see I didn't put the Y body on?
because you haven't driven it yet.
I'm not gonna put it on though.
No.
I'm leaving it like this.
Hey, y'all heard it first.
I've already said it. I'm leaving it.
You saying that and you doing that is
Bro,
things.
I'm gonna wrap this up in some saran wrap and put it in my garage or something until this thing gets hit from the back.
Yeah, there it is.
Once it gets boofed, then it's like, all right, cool. I got the panels to cover it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, this intake is freaking sick.
Super clean.
And look on the inside. Somebody corrected me in the last video. I said ITBs, but you guys know what I meant. It actually has like velocity stacks, bell horns or whatever. Obviously, it's not ITBs because it doesn't have individual throttle bodies on it, but it does have like the horns that are used on ITBs. So I guess they're acting as like velocity stacks, but it should fit. This manifold was designed to work on Corvettes, so I don't think it's gonna be really any bigger, other than the plenum size itself is a lot bubblier, and this throttle body is, bruh, it's huge. This is a 112 throttle body, but I think it's probably overkill. I looked at the dyno comparisons that they were doing back to back when they were testing this manifold. They literally did a stock throttle body, they did a 103 throttle body, and then they had the 112 throttle body. Obviously the 112 throttle body made the most power and the most torque. That's why I decided to get it. But it was actually on a 427 that had aftermarket heads and everything, so it was a bigger displacement motor. Not sure if this motor is really going to benefit from it, because I don't think we're going to run into an issue where there's a breather restriction. But later down the line, if I do decide to keep this in a setup and go 416 or something like that, then I know for sure that this intake manifold with a set of heads will outflow pretty much anything on the market. So right now it's overkill, but whatever. It's better to be too big than too small, right? Also, the little dilemma too is it has the wrong connector on here, man. It actually has the LT style on there. I ordered this for an LS3, but it looks like I got sent a LT style, so I do have another one on the way. Next up, we're about to be finishing up, I want to say probably, which is going to be the last cosmetic upgrade that I'm going to be doing to this thing. I don't know, I'm so tongue-tied. I feel like well, it's probably because I got gum in my mouth. Let me, I don't want to spit in his trash. Ain't got no bag in there. Nah, it's a gum.
So? Oh, great.
Somebody gonna run that over.
Or I'm gonna step in it, or yeah.
Bro, it's way across the street. So we're gonna be swapping out this front bumper and getting the new jammy on there. You guys can see it got the front lip. Ooh. Freshly painted, all shiny. This is gonna look sick. I think this is the last cosmetic little thing I'm gonna do until this thing gets hit and I have to put the wide body on, but
you're gonna be like parking halfway on the train tracks or something.
Hell no. I really like how clean this looks.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. I love this car, bruh. This looks so good with the new bumper on, bruh. Oh, let me get low. Drop it low. Bruh, this looks so good. Hopefully it's not too dark. Focus. How do I get this thing to focus? This looks hella good. New lip ties in with the side splitters and everything. This was the lip was painted with the matte finish. I didn't want to do gloss. That way it just matched up perfectly with the side splitters. Maybe we'll roll this thing back in a little bit. That way y'all can get a better look. Still need both the corner bolts in. That way the bumper's all cinched up. But bruh, it looks, man, like this is one of those cars you have to see this in person to really appreciate it. This is like slowly becoming one of my favorite cars. Like just how simple and clean it is. Like I really love this simple, clean aspect. Like one of my boys is like, "Oh, you planning on changing the wheels?" I'm like, "Nah." Thing I like about the wheels is like when you look at the wheels, it kind of makes it look like, you know how Mercedes come with nice factory wheels, BMW sometimes have nice factory wheels. Like it looks like it's a nice kind of factory-ish option. Like it could have been a option for a Mercedes or BMW or something, which I love. I'm digging this hard. Like you gotta see this in person to really appreciate it. Like since it's looking like a stock body car, like it doesn't have that crazy video presence, but if you've seen it in person, you'd be like, yo, this thing is clean. Here it is, final bolts. Look at that thing. Freaky flush. Look at that. OEM style fitment right there, baby.
Looks good.
This thing looks hard. I was just telling them, like, man, videos don't do this car no justice.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, we're almost done with it, though. You'll be able to take it out to shows. People will be able to see how clean it is in person.
Facts. With the baby seat in the back.
With the baby seat.
All right, so the next thing that is on the list is my boy White Aaron's about to be swapping out the exhaust bracket. The rear section doesn't have a bracket on it, so by the be getting that on with the donuts and everything, that way the rear of it doesn't wobble too much. Right now it's pretty firm, but it does have a little wobble shake to it. So we're gonna be getting rid of that, you know what I'm saying? When your boy rolling down the road, his exhaust ain't like flapping away.
Right.
I can't stress it enough how much I like this car, man. Like, I ain't even really got to drive it and to really experience it, but just sitting here looking at it, like, it is like an aesthetically pleasing car to look at. I mean, you can see it's still like on the mud flap right here has like a little scuff on it. Quarter right there got some bird dookie residue that probably went through the clear, but overall it's still a very sexy looking car.
I was gonna say, it's not perfect, but it's like a perfect daily.
Facts. Man, this shit'll probably, it's potential to win some shows.
Hell yeah.
Some like lower class shows. Like,
Lower class.
it ain't gonna win like no, what you call it? What's a big one? Like some SEMA or some shit like that. You know, but your local pull them up. We doing a car meet.
Seriously.
what will be the meet name?
I don't know.
Rolling Low. Rolling Low car meet. All right, so while Aaron just finished up the bracket, there you go, right there. Oh, good. He also put the interior back together.
Clean.
So getting there. Only thing that kind of sucks is looking like the trans is probably gonna have to come back out. Well, not even probably.
I mean, y'all have heard when we try to start it, it runs. Yeah.
So we're gonna be swapping the adapter plate, a new starter on, and a new flywheel.
Did you explain to him what happened? So what we think is happening is that on the plate when it was machined, that when the starter's sitting in it, it's actually sitting too far in it, and so it's actually going past the gear. So that's why I had to space it out with a, I don't know, washer or whatever I used, but to space it out just enough for the gear to start the car. But it ate up the ring gear, so one thing after another. But after that, then we know everything. At least we know it runs.
Yeah, everything else is good.
Everything is good, yeah. So if that's the minor setback, I don't want to have to tear the trans out again, but
The final stage.
yep.
This thing can come home.
We don't need you at, stuck at the mall, can't get home.
All right, my peeps, was good. So I'm just getting back to the house, and I was literally looking at a before picture of the G35, and it's crazy to see how far this car has came, man. I'm literally getting ready to post this on IG. Hopefully this thing focuses so y'all can see it. Like, look at where we came from, man. And it hasn't been a full year yet. And what's crazy is my original plan was to finish this car in literally probably like a two to 3 month build. Granted, we came up with, complications, ended up having a bad oil pan to where the motor damn near had to almost come back out. The wire harness was wrong, tracking like little issues, nothing that Aaron did, nothing that was wrong with the part selection, just literally, things that were out of our control, that we, were tracking and tracing. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. Less than a year to do this car. I'm super excited with how it's coming up. Still have to pull the trans out just to, situate that last little issue, but man, it's definitely come a long way. I want people to know, like, if you've been keeping up with this or anything that I've done, I don't want y'all to look at things and see how other people are doing things where it's like, oh, this stuff comes up perfect. Like, there's no such thing as a car that just goes together perfect. You're always going to run into some issues. There's always going to be something that comes up, especially since COVID, to where, quality control has went down with parts or whatever. So, just expect to have complications come up with y'all builds. Like, this shit ain't just, oh, throw this all together, it's gonna fire up the first time, it's gonna be perfect. Like, come on, realistically, we live in the real world. A lot of people on YouTube don't show when things don't work out. They kind of keep that stuff a secret. When things blow up, they try to make it seem like it didn't happen, or, they want to get it fixed hella fast and make it seem like it never happened or whatever. So, we don't mask anything around here. Whatever comes up is what comes up. You know, I try to show y'all exactly what goes down when it goes down. I let my boy Aaron take over the entirety of this build. That way it was forcing traffic to his channel, which seems to have worked out, because I do notice that his views and his subs are going up. So thank y'all for showing my bro love. There will be some information that I'm gonna be telling y'all about, you know, some stuff that's pretty much come about. I'm still trying to figure out. It's definitely, you know, something that just, you know, has my mind racing. Some of you may notice that I've been posting a lot more videos lately, and that's literally just because I've just been trying to stay busy to keep my mind off things. But, you know, in due time, when I feel like the timing is right and, you know, I get clarity on certain things, I will, you know, drop the information for y'all. You know, I want to, you know, I'm an open book with y'all, so there will be some news coming once I get some things figured out, some answers. But, you know, it is, let's just say it's definitely going to be a life-changing situation, and then changes the dynamic of the way I operate and how I'm gonna be looking at things and moving forward, man. So it's, you know, it's a big one. But again, I just want to say thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know emotionally I be all over the place, but, you know, I still try to keep y'all in the loop with things. I'm not perfect. I'm still human. A lot of people see all the cars and stuff like that and think that, oh, like, you know, you're doing what you love and you making money, like you shouldn't, you know, there's no reason where you should, like, people literally feel like money and material things change the way you should feel, far as, like, and I'm not gonna say mental health, like, cause I'm not like a person that's usually down or, you know, nothing like that. Like, I'm not like that, but I feel like everybody goes through their own little emotional changes that affect them, like, mentally. So, you know, for people that think materialistic things affect, like, how you should feel, like, that shit don't mean nothing, man. There's probably millionaires that sit there and cry in a Lamborghini type shit. So, you know, you can't dictate how, you know, you can't say how somebody else should feel based on personal possessions like that. You know, that doesn't really make sense, man. So, with that being said, I just want y'all to know I do appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and, you know, we're gonna continue to go on. And again, once I feel the time is right, I'll let y'all know what's been on my mind, what's been bugging me. But I'm definitely trying to put out as much as I can right now just to stay distracted. So that's why y'all kind of see me just plowing forward. I'm all over the place with the builds right now. It's just because I got, like, mentally I have a lot going on. So, you know, just bear with me. Keep that in mind. But yeah, man, let's wrap this up. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all greatly, man.
I've been going too crazy, these niggas too shady. Speed limit 65, I'm about to do 80. Fuck them niggas hating on, I've been on the come up.